How's it going? My name's Joe Camacho, and I train at Aloysius Silva Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu Academy in Longdale. And I've been fighting for a long time. I started in '98, and actually I started doing Jiu-Jitsu in 1996, and then I debuted in '98 in my very first fight. I won it was an 8-man tournament, and then I kept fighting ever since. And I'm currently holding the King of the Cage title right now, and I fight August 14th against Joe Boxer on the main event. I'll be defending my King of the Cage title in the lightweight division, and I just hope to see you guys there, so come out and support.
How did you win the belt? Who did you fight, and how long have you been champion for?
I fought back in January 24th. I fought Wildman Thomas Denny, and I ended up winning by knockout and knocked Thomas Denny out, so I'm the new champion. And after that, I got signed to Elite XC, and I lost in Elite XC, but then I came back to win. Just last Friday, I fought Zach Light, and I knocked him out. And you know, right now my wins are becoming more consistent right now. I have 14 wins. I'm 14-12 right now, 14-12-3 with 11 KOs to my record.
Do you feel that there should be a union for fighters?
Oh, definitely. I think there should be a union for fighters. There's a lot of fighters can't afford the insurance. A lot of fighters get hurt, you know, and there should be a steady pay rate for certain fighters. There should be certain different levels of pay so that all fighters can get paid the same amount, you know, depending on the level of fighter you are, you know, definitely.
What's the biggest challenge for you as a fighter?
The biggest challenge for me as a fighter, I'd say just staying out of trouble. No, the biggest challenge would be defending this belt and trying to, you know, get sponsors. That's a big challenge, you know, getting sponsors, because, you know, MMA is still growing, it's still trying to get commercialized. It's mainstream, but you know, MMA is still in those early stages of getting commercialized, as far as getting corporate, being sponsored by the major sponsors, you know, Gatorade, Red Bull, or what have you. You know, it's growing, and so that's one of the the toughest obstacle for me, is getting all these sponsors to support MMA, because there's still those sponsors out there that they still see MMA as a brutality sport. And we're just trying to educate them, you know. So that's a big goal too, is educating people, educating the masses about the sport.
What are your goals, and what do you want to accomplish?
I set myself goals every time, and this is one of my goals. My belt, winning the King of the Cage title, is one of my goals. But overall, once I become a milestone in the sport, that's my goal, is making my mark in the sport. But one of my goals is to open up a non-profit organization and give back to the community. Open up a non-profit organization in my neighborhood where I grew up. I grew up in East Los Angeles, and I want to kind of give back to the community where I grew up at, and you know, teach these kids. You know, there's a lot of families out there that can't afford to put their kids into jiu-jitsu or MMA or kickboxing or what have you, and I just want to give back to them, and, you know, have some kind of non-profit organization just to, you know, educate the kids, give them some jiu-jitsu classes or whatever, or even, you know, start a program, a workshop, you know, to teach the law enforcement, you know, have some classes to do, you know, that, you know, I have a lot of little goals and stuff, but my main goal right now is to open up my non-profit organization.
Where do you see MMA going in like 5 or 10 years?
MMA has just gone through the roof. It's just blowing up. So in another 10 years, 5 or 10 years, it's just going to be mega huge, bigger. I mean, I see in 5 to 10 years, MMA is going to be the it sport. Boxing will be watered down completely, and everyone will be crossing over to MMA. Even boxers will cross over to MMA, and you're going to see all the boxing fans crossing over to MMA. Everything's going to be focused and geared toward MMA. You're going to see just boxing and all these other sports watering down. Even a professional wrestling is starting to water down. MMA is going to be huge. MMA is taking over.
What's the? Do you have any superstitions or any pre-fight rituals?
Superstitions or pre-fight rituals? The only ritual that I have is, I mean, I'm not a super religious person. I just have a relationship with God Himself, and He and I have this relationship, you know, and He's my guardian. So the only thing I do as my ritual is, you know, I'll do the sign of the cross before I go in the cage and right before my fight, or I'll give myself a little prayer. I'll say a little prayer for me, you know. I speak to God Himself. Just I have that little one-on-one time with God, you know. But also another ritual I have is right before my fight. Right before my fight, moments before they announce my name, I'm in the back in the warm-up room getting ready. I start like singing in my head a rap or freestyle, a song or something, whatever, just to get myself in the zone, get myself pumped up, because I'm in the back sometimes and they don't allow me to see the show because I'm in the back. So right when I get out there, I want to be already turned on and get ready to be on fight mode, you know. So I do little small things to psych myself up, you know.
How do you celebrate a victory?
Friends and family, you know. After my fight, we just hang out, go to an after party or whatever, and just, you know, be around those who supported me. I give back to them as well, you know, show them, you know, thanks and give them my gratitude, you know. They were there for, you know, through my training, you know. I'm just there, you know. So my celebration is not just the victory, but celebrating, you know, just togetherness, unification, all the people that supported me, you know, just hang out with them, you know. It's their time, you know. My time was winning the fight. Their time is just, you know, showing them thanks, you know. I get back to them by just hanging out with them.
Is there any questions I should ask you, or what would you ask a fighter if you were doing the interviews?
I don't know, man. Just plug in the next show, you know. August 14th. That's the next show. August 14th, fighting Joe Boxer, King of the Cage, live on pay-per-view. After that, there's talks of me fighting on Showtime against Alberto Crane, and then they also mentioned October in CBS and the Elite XC show on CBS, guaranteed live, guaranteed airtime. So just look out for Joe Camacho, you know. That's it, Joe Camacho. You could even catch me at MySpace. Go to Joe Camacho Fighter / Joe Camacho Fighter at MySpace.
Thanks, man.
Thank you for having me. Peace. All right, man.